Mm-hmm.
Okay, last you were saying you
Mr.
went in
Collins.
to see a stake president.
Yeah. Um, State president in Page, Arizona state president came, and I didn't know who he was. When I got into the ward, I just arrived there, fresh, and the bishop of that ward, uh, as I came in, he says, "Are you a member of the church?" I said, "Yeah." I introduced myself and said, "Well, how would you like to be a Sunday school teacher?" I said, "Okay." So he gave me the Navajo class, and I was teaching class. Mind you, this is the first time I got into the ward. The minute I got into the ward, he gave me a class to teach. And while I was teaching, the door opened, and somebody opened the door and looked at me, and that's all. So we dismissed the class. I went out. It was a state president that looked in, and he says, "You're Sam Little, right?" Brother said, "Yes." "Come in now. We'll talk in here." And he called me to be a bishop right there. And
Wow.
so I was a bishop for about 5, 6 years, I guess. And then I and I went to serve at the High Council in Page, Arizona State. I went to Mesa. I moved to Mesa. By this time, I was working in the temple, ordinance workers in the temple, in Mesa, Arizona State Temple, and I was in the ward, and I was called to be a high council also, high councilman. Again, it always happens to me. As soon as I got there, the state president came and he said, I want to call you to be a member of the high council. So I was on the high council and working in the temple, and also Sunday school. I was teaching what was it, the gospel essentials, and I was doing that, and then I was called to be a patriarch, and I was also moved up in the temple and became a sealer also. Ordinance work was a sealer, and I was a sealer in Mesa, Arizona Temple until I moved away from there in 1997. And I went, and I'm still a sealer, as a matter of fact, at the Snowflakes, Arizona Temple. But the uh, state of Arizona Temple president put me on the on call or non-functional sealer. Yet that's what I am now. That means that whenever anyone asks for me, I go over there. When there's shortage of sealers, I go there. And right now, I'm on the High Council again for Tuba City, Arizona State.
You
That's
know,
what I.
with your knowledge of the Native American religious beliefs, spiritual beliefs, do you see similarities between your knowledge of the gospel and what your
Uh,
people in ancient times believed?
Very little, very little.
Hmm.
I think Navajo prayers usually is the same. It's just like a prayer that we have, um, the prayer that is in the scriptures, the same. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, and so on. Well, the Navajos have their prayers just like that. It's all the same. I don't know how many, there's few.
Hmm.
And in that, the Navajos are very spiritual people. And they have a ceremony, a song and prayer for different purposes, different kind of illnesses. Like, for example, if a lady is pregnant, they'll have a ceremony, prayer for her. Well, I listened to their prayers. I listened to their songs. I learned them just by listening. And here and there, there's similarity. For example, in their prayers and in their songs, they always end up with I don't know what that is. It's a person's name. It's the holy person, the most holy person. Bikeho iti. It means if we follow a great person, a holy person. And my father heard that also in English. And he said, that word is the Lord Jesus Christ. That's what he calls it, the Lord Jesus Christ, and we call it Tanawe Gahazon. It's the same person. So my dad says that's what it is. When he says Jesus Christ, when he says Jesus Christ, that's Tanawe Gahazon in our language.
But then that goes back a long
Yeah.
long ways.
Long ways. Just things like that, Their prayers is good, just like a regular prayers, like the words. But they are real reverent. They really hold it sacred. That's the way it used to be. It's not that way anymore these
Right.
days.
Yeah.
So things like that, and they like to sing, just like hymns. Those are similarities to me that was good, but they did away with it, most of them. It's the same. There's similarity in rare cases, so not all of it.
Thank you very much for having us.
Ask about his name, Little. Is that in India?
Oh, where did your name come from? Now, do you have a
In the name,
Navajo name and Little? Is that a different name?
people, the young kids, the boys and girls have just like English too. They have it in I think Mariah around here. It's Mariah, Nazbat, Little. Nazbat, that's just like Mary or Catherine, But my name is Sam, English name. My Indian name is Sammy.
Oh.
Son. So
Huh.
it's just similar. They
Similar,
just say,
yeah.
well, your name is Sandy, so you'll make it English,
Yeah.
Sam.
Where
Little is my dad's name was he said that means little man. So Yazi, little, that means little, Yazi. That should have been my name, but in English it's little. So they got it in English. Sam Little,
Translation.
my name.
Okay, thank you
No.
so much.
If he
Yeah.
were to do
Yeah.
his life over, did he miss anything? You know what I mean?
Is there anything, if you had to do your life again, is there anything that you would want to do that maybe you haven't done yet?
I joined the church earlier.
Or joined church earlier? How old were you then? Now you were in the Navy and
I was
Dennis was
baptized
high
in
school.
1971.
Oh,
I'm about 88 now. 1971. It's like 30 years.
Oh.
Almost 30 years. I've been a member of the church.
You said in 1939. 39.
1971 is when I was baptized.
Right, but in 1939 you went to college?
to work tomorrow.
Or you graduated?
Yes.
Oh,
That's when you
Yes.
started college.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're gonna go.
That's when I started.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I was,
Bye-bye. We're gonna take off.
We're going to go to.
Are you gonna go too? Okay. All right. Okay.
Good history of your father.
Yeah. That's good.
Thank you so much.
we
That
hope
was
to see
so
you.
interesting.
Well, again,
You probably will probably see us
Thank
back
you.
there.
That was so interesting.
Very,
You know, he really had a hard life, but he done so well.
Oh,
You know,
glad we came. Glad
well,
you
I
came.
don't know. I
Yeah.
don't remember much.
You
but-
saw
No,
more
you
of it
didn't.
than most people
wait
see.
until he played
Yeah.
over for you. For you to listen. You'd be surprised how much he told us.
Mariah, are you going from here to?
No, we're going back to your house.
Oh, okay,
and we more interested.
okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's your hat over there on a bush. Over there on the bush.
Ada's gonna come back with us.
Grandpa.
Okay. I think they're all gonna get ready, Dad.
This stays here.
Well, he and I are
And that one, I imagine,
Really?
stays here, doesn't it?
I'm
That too, Clarence. Carry that
I'm
chair.
just about 2 or 3 months different.
Plane taking off.
So I can take a big ship.
This is what we saw standing up there.
this never before seen movies driving over the Hoover Dam at night.
See the flight, American flight.
This is rare footage.
The tourist center, the tourist center you go, you get admission. Take you for a tour.
That's where we came in.
Years ago, but now it's so big.
We brought the kids, remember? And
Yeah.
then we came.
We came in after that, but the large.
We came with Jean too.
Look how big now all this going on.
Our first trip we came to
tour. How this one here work.
This is the bridge they're building.
Flag up there too.
Boulder Highway, quarter mile. You want to take Boulder Highway?
Yeah, let's go on Boulder Highway.
You want to take it? Are we?
Yeah.
And this take us right to